Okay, hello everybody. Let's get started. So today's agenda for my presentation is this. So I will introduce myself and company I work for. I will tell you about continuous integration, what is it. I will show you the development flow that we are using, branching strategy, CI solutions in general, how to set up GitLab CI, pipelines and stuff. And after that, I will summarize my talk. So, introduction. Hi, I'm Richard. I'm developing iOS applications for 4 years, and I'm leading the mobile efforts at InterTicket. So InterTicket is a company that sells tickets, and we are doing the EI.2 web application and the mobile applications as well. Right now we are redesigning the application, and we have other cool projects as well. We have a 10-man strong team, and well, half of them are Android developers and the other half is iOS developers. So let's get started with continuous integration. So I couldn't really phrase it better, so I picked a quote from Martin Fowler, who is the chief scientist at ThoughtWorks, I guess, and I hope most of you guys know him. Well, the quote says, continuous integration is a software development practice where members of the team integrate their work frequently. Usually each person integrates at least daily, leading to multiple integrations per day. Each integration is verified by an automated build, including tests, to detect integration errors as quickly as possible. So what is the takeaway from this? Continuous integration makes for easier integration as you integrate early, and every change is verified by your standards, so you can run your tests and static analyze your code when you are integrating, and the result of this is more cohesive software and the happier team, actually. So, and hopefully we will learn from this presentation how to do continuous integration. So the development flow that we are using at InterTicket is something like this. We write code, then we open a merge request about that piece of code. We pass this to QA, and after that, if it passes the process, we will create a release candidate from that, and we prepare for submission and release with that merge request. And merge request, QA, and the release candidate parts of the flow are so these are the parts which participate in the continuous integration process. So I will show you this simplified branching strategy that we are using. We have a master branch and a development branch. We are starting topic branches from development, and these topic branches will be the merge request candidates. So every topic branch will be merged to development by a merge request, and when we do that, we run the CI process on them. So we had a Jenkins setup before, but we had problems with Jenkins, and this is why we are not picking Jenkins for this job, because the plugin ecosystem is kind of hard to manage. It's hard to set up on your local machine and in general. Jenkins is a UX disaster, so it's kind of hard to use it. And pipelines are new in Jenkins, and we didn't have any experience with them, and yeah. So what was the requirements for picking a CI solution? It should be versioned, so every commit that is in the repository should be able to run the run the CI process on themselves. It should support GitLab, as we are using that for source control. It should be scalable, so like it should support concurrent builds. It should be easily configurable, and well, Docker compatibility is just a plus, but lightweightness is great. So GitLab CI checked all our requirements, and as we had GitLab for source control, it is a plus for us that source control and CI are in the same place. We love open source software, and GitLab is a really nice software, and we expect the same from the CI solution that they have. So the setup is kind of easy. You just have to create a GitLab CI YAML file. This is the file where you can configure the GitLab CI, the CI process in general for your project. It should be in the root of the repository, and GitLab will look for this file at every push. This is an example of the GitLab CI file, and if you put this file in your repository, then it will just test your application. So we have a GitLab runner for that we have to set up, or of course we can use a shared runner, but I wouldn't recommend that, as shared runners are, well, kind of slow and they don't support a lot of things. But runners are the heart of the CI process here. It's an open source tool. You can configure it inside the settings CI/CD part of the system. It's kind of easy to set up, so you will see at the end of the sources. So pipelines. We have pipelines, stages, jobs, scheduled pipelines, and I will tell you how do we use them at InterTicket. So if you push some change to GitLab, it will run the CI pipeline on that merge request. One pushed change set is running one pipeline, and one pipeline consists of stages and jobs. And actually, one pipeline is runs as many jobs as there are stages multiplied by jobs. This is the so here you can see the UI of the pipelines screen inside GitLab. So the columns are the stages, and the part where you can see the check mark is the job. One pipeline can have a number of stages, and it's just a grouping for your jobs. So it's something more than that. But jobs inside your stages are executed in parallel. To declare stages, you just have to, I don't know, declare an array in YAML. So it's kind of nothing. Jobs can have statuses like failed, pending, etc. These are defined in GitLab CI, in the GitLab CI YAML file. And these are the example jobs. I mean, these are not just examples. We are using them inside the project, inside our project. Every job will have a name. Like at the top, you can see danger. It's inside the build stage, and it will run a script, which is danger here. And we are using Fastlane for most of our CI processes. You can see at the Crashlytics beta, which is the bottom, that it's inside the deploy stage, and it runs only for the development branch, and it won't run on scheduled builds. This is the environment where you can, or the UI user interface where you can define scheduled pipelines. These scheduled pipelines are good for, like, if you are running UI tests, then it shouldn't be run for every pipeline, as it should take long to run them. So we are running them every day at 4 a.m. So when we get to work, these are failed or successful. Like you can see that this is the list where you can see the scheduled items. We scheduled UI tests for 4 a.m. As I said, the target branch is the development branch, and the last pipeline was successful. The next time will be in 11 hours, and etc. So pipelines can have other stuff as well. Like for Android, we are using job artifacts there, and you can download the artifacts from the result of the pipeline. It supports Git submodules. And you can trigger pipelines. You can use secret variables that are injected inside your pipeline when it runs, like environment variables and stuff like that, passwords. So how do we use it in InterTicket? On each push to the repository, we are running danger, and we are running the static analysis and the unit tests for every merge request. We generate reports on code quality, like the test coverage and stuff like that. On each merge request, we release a version to Fabric with change log entries to have the QA process. And every day at 4 a.m. we are running the UI tests. So just a quick summary. Well, CI in general is good for your sanity, as it helps making the integration easier and painless. I guess your team is happier with CI. You can generate analysis, and it doesn't really matter which CI solution you pick, but you should pick one. And that's all from me. Any questions? Share pipelines. What do you mean by between projects? Well, we didn't try that. Well, I don't know. Oh, sorry. Much faster. Much faster. Yeah, but well, it depends on the machine that you are running it, but faster than Jenkins in general. Okay. Thank you for your attention, and thanks, I guess.